The XRP secret sauce is here, or almost here, but most of the XRP community are totally ignoring it. They're still buying into the BS. Whenever I see these influencers, they're always saying like, did BRICS just verify that they're actually going to use XRP in all their transactions? Is September 29th going to be the big flip the switch date? If you're wondering the answer to those questions, no, they didn't. And no, nothing's going to happen on the 29th because all those theories have always been BS and there's actually no evidence of either one happening despite their copy and paste, paper clipped news filings, which they kind of like fuse together to try to make some sense. That should be more than obvious now. Visa just actually chose Solana Network as their cross-settlement payment option, at least for right now. And of course, Chainlink, we all know, has adopted with Swift and has had a successful integration with their CCIP. So Ripple isn't the only one in the settlement space, in the remittance area, or doing cross-border transfers. Other crypto projects have actually taken a lead in that and have actually integrated with the traditional rails. So the thing is, like, it's going to be a very split market, and plus the entire remittance market is going to be about $3-4 billion a day by 2030, and that's not going to be enough to drive price. So all of that, the IMF, the BIS, the World Bank, X is going to be adopting huge XRP, BRICS is going to be adopting XRP, G20 is going to be adopting XRP. That's all nonsense. That's noise. They literally pulled that out of their ass to actually get clicks, more or less. But you know what the real deal is? There's builders on XRP, and there's also XLS30. And those could be the ticket to mooning. Now, when I say moon, I mean like $5 or $10. I don't mean hundreds of dollars. These things are not going to bring XRP to hundreds of dollars. But $5 to $10 is a very good ROI, even in a bull run. Yes, you missed the last bull run, and you're not getting that back. So if you're hoping that this bull run will get that last bull run back, like plus more, you're not getting that because you kind of like got that in 2018 where it went super high because of Korean FOMO. And basically it never reached that height again with all the lawsuit and stuff. Now that lawsuit's resolved, you're seeing kind of the true value without the lawsuit, and it's 50 cents, not $50. So, but this is very exciting. Obviously, everyone knows about this that's actually been following. The XRP ledger is on the brink of welcoming its native automated market maker, AMM, and that has the potential to bring DeFi, true DeFi, not just a DEX that no one uses, to the XRP community. So the XRPL undergoes continuous development driven by constant community efforts. Unfortunately, Ripple itself has never prioritized community developments. They're more with the industrial adoption, which I do not think will actually drive value for XRP investors. It is going to be stuff like the community development like XLS30, Wheatswind, and also like the builders on XRP. So obviously, an automated market maker is a decentralized exchange where users can trade assets with a buyer-seller marketplace. In this setup, trading occurs against a liquidity pool, and the liquidity pools are kind of like missing in XRP right now, a collection of tokens provided by fellow users acting as liquidity providers. And of course, you get a yield from being a liquidity provider. That is true DeFi. Without the liquidity pools, without yield, you cannot claim to actually have true DeFi. And XRP obviously has zero on-chain staking. So the problem is like you're trying to tout a coin that doesn't have any incentive besides praying that the coin will actually go up to actually hold the coin. That is a primary problem with XRP. And that's one of the reasons I think right now that it's not going up, because other people can hold Cosmos, they can hold DOT, they can hold Cardano, they can hold Hedera. All of those actually have a reason for you to hold them in terms of yield, whereas XRP does not. Would you rather hold a coin that gets you passive income, or would you rather hold a coin where your only strategy is to pray that it goes up? It's like asking, like, would you rather deposit in a bank with interest or without interest? Even if that interest is 2-3%, I would take the bank with interest. It's a very simple concept right now. David Schwartz is like, the best incentive is no incentive. Yeah, that doesn't actually work in reality. I'm sure it works with his logic. Technically, only people that want to use the chain would actually hold the coin. Sure, but remember, crypto is a speculative market. It will always be a speculative market. Without the speculation, crypto would never be near as high as it is now. And I don't think that's really going to change. All these things about a utility-driven market, even when we do have utility driving some of the market, it's going to be a lot like the stock market, and it's actually going to be somewhat speculation-driven. That's inevitable. That's kind of the kind of people that are actually in the market. So an AMM is a decentralized exchange DEX where users can trade assets without a buyer-seller marketplace. In this setup, trading occurs against a liquidity pool. A mathematical formula dictates the token prices within the pool. In addition, the AMM imposes a trade fee within the pool. They're distributing a share of these fees to the liquidity providers. And this is one of the main things that XRP lacks, true yield farming. I think with yield farming, you can actually explore a lot of the true potential of XRP. And I do believe that'll fall in line, maybe around $5, maybe around $10 if you're lucky. But that's basically the prospects you have, because even though you can get like temporary pumps with news, they always come back down. And of course, the higher you go up in market cap, the more sell pressure there's actually going to be on your coin. So that can only last so long. And I think Korea is actually reining in their speculators for crypto. So you might not get that Korean pump this time. And that's not only for XRP, that's VET as well. So basically, they're saying on the XLS30 thing, if passed, XRP holders will be able to earn for the first time income on chain. And I don't think people know how big that is. That will finally put XRP on par with the likes of Hedera, Cardano, Ethereum, Solana. And the thing is, XRP's blockchain, at least before this launches, works pretty well. We'll have to see how it works after this launches. I think it'll still work pretty well. And that will actually put it on par of why you want to hold XRP, because you can hold any of these coins and pray that they can go up. But with that passive income, that's going to at least put it on par. And I think that will actually prevent some people from actually dumping. Having LPs, having liquidity pools, and having this, XLS30 AMM. And that's going to be huge. Obviously, there's also Wheatswin development with hooks, sidechain, and builders, and that will give it some smart contract functionality. And this, as Crypto Eerie has said right here, and she's right, is your ticket to the moon. Of course, it has to fork XRP because for some reason, the main chain can't incorporate smart contracts. So the accelerator program has been good for Ripple, but people actually do need to use it. So people do actually need to use the project, and I do think most of the Moon Boys are plebs, and they're not going to know how to use it because it is a fork, and you have to burn XRP to get this new XRP Plus. And I already hear them saying what is the price of this XRP Plus? They're already planning to speculate the hell out of it, but it's going to be a 1-to-1 XRP to XRP Plus burn, so the price will probably be similar to XRP. But if this new builders thing and the new hooks thing actually gets enough traction, I do believe that XRP Plus, which is I think kind of a confusing name, will actually bring XRP up. I'm just worried that they're already talking about massive speculation on XRP Plus, and they're going to ruin the project and the market before it even starts. And Wheats is trying very, very hard to prevent that from happening. So the thing is, these things are actually here. These things are the magic sauce for XRP, not the various partnerships, because the partnerships don't really do anything. It's been 5 years, and yes, Ripple has been arguing themselves that most of their partnerships are in the United States, so the SEC lawsuit hasn't been really affecting them in those partnerships, and yet those partnerships have yielded zero price gain. And you're seeing other blockchains being adopted, maybe not their coins, but the blockchains themselves being adopted for cross-border transactions. Solana with the stablecoins, Link with the CCIP. And with those things, you can see that settlement, cross-border remittance, cross-border settlement will be fractured into a dozen, maybe hundreds of different markets, each using their own solution. And the bridge currency to bridge the world, that was never really going to happen in the first place. You can just see reality working out like that, and I don't think that will really ever affect the price. But we've seen how DeFi, how yield farming, how liquidity farming can actually affect the price of a coin. It has had way, way more effect than anything those influencers even mentioned. I actually would like some of the XRP influencers to actually talk about this. Besides Yuri, of course, she's been talking about this. But I think other big XRP influencers should stop shilling the IMF, BIS, World Bank, all that nonsense, and actually start focusing people on XLS, on this builders thing and how to use it and what Ripple is doing for it. The accelerator program has actually been really great. And even though Ripple itself does not really support any of the side projects, these side projects, just like in other chains, are going to be what brings value to the XRP ledger. Yes, your project is the same as every other project. It's not some kind of special thing where you can just not have what all the other projects have and basically go to the moon. And I think people need to be aware of this so they'll actually use these new features. The Hook sidechain is really cool. XLS30, very, very cool. And this is very, very exciting for XRP. And this could actually be what takes you to $5 or $10, not so much the news with all the banking agreements or with whatever banking agreements and partnerships could be in the future 10 years from now. You need to focus on this reality more. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.